Hey guys, we are back with another World Talk episode. Now, we'll talk about 13, but this is World Talk right here. But before we get started, it's been 2 months already since we did an episode. Now, that's kind of weird, crazy, but you think you'd have multiple World Talks right now as much as Dark Game Night, but of course not, because this is mainly a gaming channel. But yesterday, this might sound boring, that in my class, one of my teachers told me in my class about the assassination of John F. Kennedy, or JFK. Now, shout out to Mrs. Peterson for that stuff, for those nice facts. And that got me thinking, why not do a John F. Kennedy episode? Since 54 years ago from today, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. So we're gonna get down to the good things about John F. Kennedy and the bad things. Like, as the title says, just fun for the Kennedys, or just forever killing. So, first off, to start off, we have, well, this you might not believe. Like, there's been a study in 2013, and it states that 75% of Americans do not even believe that the assassination of John F. Kennedy was not even how it was. Like, we had someone shoot from a 6-story building, shoot John F. Kennedy in the neck, out the throat, and then in the head, blowing off a third of his scalp. But some people don't even believe that's how it worked. So that's kind of crazy. That's like three-quarters of Americans don't even believe it. Seriously. Now, I just want to get down into something a little serious. John F. Kennedy was born with stuff like digestion problems, like he couldn't digest right, or his back was aching, but there's one thing that caught my eye. His right leg was 3/4 of an inch longer than his left. That is so weird. So crazy. That is crazy. But you can't blame him. He's been born with that. So, next we have, he was the first, this is something I haven't known until my research. He was the first he was the first Boy Scout to ever become a president. Seriously. John F. Kennedy was in Boy Scouts, and he became the president. Now tell me, does this boy right here look like he would be a president type? Yes, this is John F. Kennedy as a Boy Scout. Seriously, does he look like any president material, or being assassinated material? Put that down in the comments. So next up we got, he was a big James Bond fan. Like, he loved James Bond stories so much that he actually wrote his own. I don't know what it's called, but he just liked it so much that he even wrote his own story. That's very awesome. But then, let's go then. Well, I forgot to mention this. If you guys didn't know, the F in his middle name, the F in the middle, we all know what the J and the K stand for, John Kennedy, but then the F, that stands for Fitzgerald. Not that awesome Cardinals player, Larry Fitzgerald. I wouldn't say that because I'm not a Cardinals fan. But yeah. But then we have that he was a prankster, and one of the pranks that I seen, well, let's just put it this way. During boarding school, what do you get when you put a firecracker in a toilet seat? Let me just tell you this. Literally, he put a firecracker in a toilet seat, and it made the toilet seat explode. Jeez, I don't know what was the punishment, if he ever did get punished, but seriously, he just did that. I don't know why, but I don't really care to know why. And then, besides being the first Boy Scout to ever run for president, he tried out for 3 sports, and the one sport he got on was the varsity swimming team during college years, or high school years, I believe. But one thing I found interesting is that Mrs. Peterson, shout out to her again, told us that John F. Kennedy wasn't part of the Army. But I like to say that his stomach and back problems at first got him rejected from the Army, but he became a Navy volunteer. However, his ship blew up, but he was able to save people by swimming 3 miles. No wonder he got on the swim team, because maybe God knew he would do that. No wonder. Well, here's one other good thing. When he turned 21, he and his siblings, you know how your parents would give you guys $5 or $1, maybe $10, $50, maybe even $100 for your birthday? Well, get this. His dad, Joseph Kennedy Sr., he gave him and his children $1 freaking million. That is crazy. $9 million in the hole since it was JFK plus 8 more children. Seriously, $1 million for your birthday. That'd be like winning the lottery, but you didn't even have the ticket. That is mind-blowing. Now let's get to the bad stuff. Now, before I get into this, I just like to say that people have actually tried to assassinate him before. Seriously. One thing that caught my eye was that he was vacationing down in Florida, but then some guy tried to shoot him. Nope. But, well, this Lee Harvey Osborn got his luck in Texas 54 years ago. But seriously, why would you assassinate John F. Kennedy before? That's crazy. Well, that was the first one, but this ain't the bad stuff yet. Here's the real bad stuff. During John F. Kennedy's life, he and his family believed that they were put upon a curse. Or as some people like to call it, the Kennedy curse. Very sad. They believe they have a curse. They believe that they would die, like, not from old age and stuff, just from natural, some events. Like, I have a list of it in my book of research, but I'm only going to say his siblings, plus himself, plus 2 of his sons. So this is going to be wild. Starting with, well, we all know he was assassinated in 1963 in Dallas, 54 years ago. But his older brother, he was the second oldest of 9 children. His oldest brother, Joseph Jr., they were both in World War II, but Joseph was killed in a plane crash in World War II. Okay. But right when we get down the line, Rosemary, his oldest sister, was, how should I say this, mentally dysfunctional, I'd say. So his father and mother believing that she'd be an embarrassment to the Kennedy family. Seriously, you gotta love a child whether she's mentally dysfunctional or not. Believing she'd be an embarrassment, they took her to get a lobotomy, meaning they would have a piece of her brain removed. Mrs. Peterson also told us that. Man, I'm giving shout-outs to Mrs. Pete. I'm gonna have a lot of shout-outs to give out to. I gotta say this right now. So, yeah, lobotomy is when they remove a piece of your brain, but that part only had Rosemary not being able to speak or eat for months until she was incapacitated and died. Yeah. Stupid Kennedys. That was your own fault. That was their own fault. Next day, we have John's second sister, Kathleen. She died in a plane crash, too. Yep. Then his third sister, Eunice, I believe that's how you pronounce it. She died of a stroke. Yeah. A stroke. I had an uncle who was in a stroke, but he was able to survive. Poor person. Poor Eunice didn't. Poor. Next we have Patricia, his next sister. She died of pneumonia. If you don't know what that is, look that up, because I didn't take time to research that, because I'm too lazy. Next we have his brother Robert. His third brother, Robert, who was running for president, I believe it was. Once again, shout out to Miss Peak for telling us this. Robert was assassinated, which is really stupid. Seriously. Now, I would like to say Gene next, but I just want to just leave Gene for last. Next, we have Ted, his youngest sibling and youngest brother. It was very simple. You see, Ted was driving home with this 21-year-old girl of his. I don't know her name, but I don't even care to say it. They were driving on a bridge, and then they drove off a bridge. Yes, they drove off a bridge, ending their lives. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Sorry. But anyways, next we have John Jr., or JFK Jr., or John, as some people like to call him. Or I would like to call him Little John, if I was living at that time, which I wasn't. So screw that. So, John, he died of a plane crash, too. So, yeah. Kennedys are getting killed by plane crashes. Whoop. Then we have his second son, Patrick. He only lived for 2 days. That's kind of ironic. I mean, the second son, he died 2 days. Yeah. That's kind of sad. Hate to say. 2 days. Second oldest son. Second son died. Yeah. But then Jean, however, she was the only one who survived an entire life. Meaning she died of old age, obviously. She was the only one. She's the lucky one, people. She is the lucky one. I mean, she wasn't, boom, assassinated or stroke or even in a plane crash. Or even a car drove off a bridge. Yeah, I'm kidding. But seriously, she's the lucky one. She did not die of anything, just old age, I'd suspect. So I don't know if the curse is actually real or not, but I wouldn't know. I would not know for sure. But we do know that, alright, so not only was JFK the first Boy Scout president, he was also the first Catholic one. I could see why some people would hate him, because Irish weren't really that popular back in the 1900s, I'd say. Doesn't sound like Catholics are that popular either. So, let's see. What else should I say? Yeah, that is pretty much it. But with JFK, I like to say, is a very good president. He only lived for 46 years, which is kind of sad. Because my parents are older than that. And they're not even presidents. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Their family believes they're under a curse. Well, oh well, I hope you get... And, well, before we get down, I just have some announcements that hopefully will work. I'm not sure if they're going to work out. I'm not sure if they will. Let's just see. Hopefully tomorrow, I'll do a vlog on Thanksgiving, if we go somewhere. If we don't, then I'll just play a game, whatever. Then Friday, hope you guys seen the movie Freebirds, because we're going to say the bad stuff behind it. 5 to 10 things that are bad about it. And then Saturday or Sunday, we don't know what we're going to do. Maybe something special. I don't know. Well, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving Eve. And I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope you go check out my other videos. See you later. Peace out. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. See ya.